Hey there everyone, and welcome to another Daily Dose of Ether Raids. Today's video features one match. The map is a 7th slot trap, or it's supposed to be. It looks like it was designed as one. The idea here is that if you have all of your units outside of enemy threat range at the beginning of the first enemy phase, Sigurd is going to kick things off by jumping out in front of Hector to provide a refresh. If there is anybody in his threat range after he moves, Mia will give him a rally. And after that, Mirabilis will refresh Mia. If there's anybody in Mia's threat range, after she moves, she'll go off and attack, and the enemies will start moving. However, there is one really serious exploit that basically trivializes this entire map, and that is place someone below the defense fortress. If Sigurd can deal at least 5 damage to whoever you put there, he will attack instead of refreshing. He's also going to get Mia's rally. I believe that happens regardless of whether he attacks or refreshes. So, once he has vacated his space, Mirabilis will go and refresh Mia, and of course from Mia's starting position, which is where she rallies from, Mia can't do anything with that. It's just a dead action. But wait, you may say, what about Chrom to change fate? Well, that's where things get a little more interesting. The next unit to move is either Fjorm or Seros. Due to the nature of the map's structures, they are probably moving to the defense tile below Brave Hector. Now, if you have not threatened that space, they are not eligible to change fate. To be eligible for a movement assist, a unit must be able to be moved to a space with a lower enemy threat than the space they are currently on. And if you have threatened that space, they're eligible for a rally, which has a higher priority than a movement assist. So Mia's going to come down and rally them from the only space Chrom could have even used to change fate from in the first place. And super important in all of this is that Hector still doesn't have his action since he didn't get refreshed. So he's not going to move, he's not going to get to change fate, and Chrom's just going to have to walk forward awkwardly and hope you didn't bring anyone to kill him. So, that is how you can deal with this map. Hopefully that was a good description. I know there was a lot going on there. And let's go ahead and get into my clear now. The third match of my season was a 7th slot trap. I deployed the Canto Abuse team, which is a little unusual. I wouldn't necessarily deploy this team against any old 7th slot trap, but in this case it was easy to get around that element of the map by just baiting out the Sigurd with Yuri. Since Sigurd deals at least 5 damage, he was forced into attacking, and additionally, Mia was forced to rally the Sigurd from her current location, between the catapult and the dual-ascension structure. So after Sigurd attacked, that opened that space up for Mirabilis to give Mia a refresh, and of course from that position, Mia's just not threatening. So that was it, and I was also able to get rid of the legendary Chrom, which was nice, but not necessary strictly. It was good to get him out of the way, so I wouldn't have to worry about him on future turns. The rest of this is just cleanup, although I will say I played kind of, sloppy's not really the word. It was just not the usual level of efficiency, I guess, that I'm used to, and I'm not sure why that was. I was feeling kind of out of it. Obviously not out of it enough to lose the match, but I'm not sure what exactly was going on. I think it might have been some combination of just being tired, and also I tried to do a new method for analysis segments, which I did bring back yesterday. You probably noticed that. And it just wasn't working out. I had to give that up and go back to my original procedure. So that was kind of frustrating. But yeah, I don't know what exactly it was. That's my hypothesis. So yeah, I just didn't really play cleanly. Actually, I'm actually going to make a big mistake here. As you can see, Erica broke the catapult, and that stopped Katria from being able to get triangle attack off on the Hector, since Erica was no longer in the right position.
Why not?
And that sucked.
This'll be fun.
And then I had to muddle around, trying to think about how in the heck I could get Katria to safety from this position. And eventually I remembered, oh yeah, Katria can warp to stuff.
Close your eyes.
So yeah, that was just not. It wasn't my finest performance, yes. But I did get the job done eventually.
Over here? Not my first choice. Yes.
I won't disappoint.
Wait for me.
This will be fun.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Not my to be by his side.